Good morning and welcome to Kruger Field at Harlan and Hazel Rogers Sports Complex in Fort Dodge. This is the home of the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Dar Danielson with you here as we get ready for the opening of the tournament. It'll be the number 1 seed Ankeny Centennial against number 8 Bettendorf in Class 5A here on the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy Company. As you see, number 1 and number 8 matchup to get started on a beautiful, kind of cool day here. Partly cloudy, a few clouds rolling in as we get ready to start Girls State Softball. A little unseasonably cool for July, but we'll take it here as we get ready to go. Let's take a look at the road to state for these two teams. For Bettendorf, they have a 29-10 record at 1 District 8, defeating Dubuque Hempstead, a 367 team batting average, a 282 total RBIs. Brianna Caffrey, 53 stolen bases. Emily Rigdon, 10 home runs. For Centennial, the top seed, 33-5, the Region 4A champion, defeated Ames, 376 batting average, 423 total hits. Jordan Kennedy, 454, 10 home runs on the season. Lauren Standholm, 13-1, 1.12 ERA, 4 saves. One of the pitchers we might see here today from them. So we're all set. It's a beautiful day for softball to get the state tournament started. We'll take a break. We'll do that. We'll come back and have the starting lineups here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy, we're ready for the starting lineups at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. 68 degrees, a little breezy here on the Kruger Seed Field as their teams are lined up. Number 1 Ankeny Centennial, 33-5. Number 8 Bettendorf at 29-10. Of course, Ankeny's been here, 3 years in a row. They made that run to the title game a few years back. Bettendorf back here for the 9th time in school history. They won the Mississippi Athletic Conference, whereas Centennial won that first ever CIML conference with the 5 teams there. Yeah, 5 teams of those, rather, I should say, are in the 5A tournament field. So we are ready for starting lineups just about here, I believe. It will...
Good morning,
here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, and softball fans, and welcome to Rogers Sports Complex and this 5A quarterfinal game between the visiting team, the Bettendorf Bulldogs, and the home team, the Ankeny Centennial Jaguars. The winner of this game will advance to the 5A semifinal round on Wednesday, right here on Kruger Seeds Field at 11 o'clock. Now let's meet the non-starters. First of all, for the visitors, from Bettendorf. Number 1, Giselle Poole. Number 4, Kate Scholl. Number 6, Kendall Cleveland. Number 11, Ellie Davis. Number 17, Allie Shirks. Number 20, Bronwyn Nukina. Number 23, Annabelle Donahue. Number 27, Thea Zorich. And number 31, Addison Leach. Your assistant coaches, Madeline Mathis, Maggie Erpelding, Donnie Ray Mayhew, and Emma Dennison. And now, here's your starters for the Bettendorf Bulldogs. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Brianna Capri. Batting second at shortstop, number 5, Emma Woltz. Batting third, doing the catching, number 13, Ellie Erpelding. Clean-up hitter for the Bulldogs, and doing the pitching, number 12, Emily Rigdon. Batting fifth in right field, number 58, Brooklyn Tierling. Batting sixth at third base, number 8, Jaslyn Poole. Batting seventh at first base, number 10, Nady Clark. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 16, Megan Harrison. And batting ninth in left field, number 22, Kaylee Wenting. Your flex player at second base, number 9, Alexa Schmidt. Head coach for the Bulldogs, Bob Mathis. And now, let's meet the home team, the Centennial Jaguars. Here's your non-starters. Number 1, Malin Vallejo. Number 2, Mary Monosmith. Number 5, Addie Pollack. Number 6, Lauren Sandholm. Number 8, Jaden Stair. Number 9, Kemi Starr. Number 14, McKenna Vallejo. Number 19, Mary Brantley. Number 21, Ruby Sprecher. Number 26, McKenna Foster. And number 33, Ellie Lorenz. Your assistant coaches, Rachel Whiteside, Abby Cusick, Franny Burnett, and Sammy Miller. And now, here's your starting lineup for the Jaguars. Leading off, playing center field, number 15, Mackenzie James. And second in right field, number 3, Peyton Trepke. And third, doing the catching, number 28, Sydney Morris. Leading hitting for the Jaguars at first base, number 25, Jordan Kennedy. Batting fifth at left field, number 11, Maddie Ott. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 13, Mariah Belcher. Batting seventh at second base, number 10, Cora Boyle. Batting eighth at third base, number 12, Eddie Starr. Batting ninth, the designated player, number 29, Lauren Gustafson. Your pitcher and flex player, number 4, Jessica Lathrop. Head coach for the Jaguars, Brett Delaney. Now, ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to home plate. Our umpires for this 5A quarterfinal. At first base, Stan Schmidt. At third base, Tony Vanderdrift. And calling the balls and strikes today, Mr. Roger Menke. Now, if you'd be so kind to turn to the center part of the complex for our national anthem, please remove your caps and hats as we honor America and all those veterans that have protected our freedom and continue to do so today. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
And we're just about ready for softball here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Before we start, we'd like to thank the Iowa Farm Bureau's title sponsor. They have offices located in each county across Iowa. And on your screen today, you see the two offices in Scott County and Polk County, supporting the two teams that are playing today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Girls. So, just about ready to get underway here. The diamond looks good. Something new you might notice is stands in the center field out there this year on the Kruger Seeds field. And for Bettendorf, they're looking to play the upset here to start it off. They're hitting 367 on the season. And for Centennial, in the circle today is Lauren Gustafson, 9-2, 1 save. She's got a 2.7 ERA, 104 strikeouts, 24 bases on balls, 68 hits against her, 33 earned runs out of 39 runs. And around the infield, Sydney Morris catching, Jordan Kennedy at first, Cora Boyle at second, Mariah Belzer at short, Addie Starr at third. The outfield left to right, Mattiot, Mackenzie, James, and Peyton Grefke. Stepping in, Brianna Caffrey, the center fielder, will lead us off here in the 5A matchup. Number 1 and number 8, Caffrey hitting .438. She's got 1 home run on the season. Holds it out there like she's going to bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball on the first pitch. Checks that call on the wristband. There's a strike on the outside, chest high, 1-1. Here. Behind the plate, Roger Minke. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Gustafson ahead on the batter. This one fouled into the dugout, the Centennial dugout, along the third base line there. So she hangs in. Takes that one high. Outside, 2-2. The count, you see from the umpire there. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck her out for out number 1. Here, that'll bring up this shortstop, the freshman, Emma Walls. And the first strikeout of the day. Walls steps in on left side. Takes one right on the edge for a strike. Walls hitting .320 with 1 homer on the season. And there's strike 2. Gustafson starting to get warmed up a little bit here. Brings it that one outside, and Wolves not even thinking about fishing on that one because it was way outside. That one came about across that line for the batter's box. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Gunner swinging on that one. 2 strikeouts, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning.
Strikeout. That'll bring up catcher number 13, Ellie Erpelding.
Ellie Erpelding, the catcher. She's hitting .349 on the season. She also has a home run, and there's strike 1. Erpelding, 27 singles, 9 doubles, 1 triple, and 1 home run on the season. She redoes her stance a little bit. This one is going to wing foul over the left field fence there. Short fence down the line for strike 2. So in the hole here against Gustafson in the top of the first inning, 2 outs. for Bettendorf, the Bulldogs. Wearing their gold uniforms, a little bit reminiscent of the Pittsburgh Pirates. That one's high. Making her try to think about it on that 0-2 pitch. Steps back in, grooms the batter's box a little bit. Takes that one just low. Umpire took a long look and said, nope, it's low. 2-2 the count here. Two outs. Here's a chopper, slow roller, shortstop, and she's going to beat it out. Legged out, an infield single. As that was a slow roller to Belzer. The pitcher thought about coming over. The shortstop took it, but it just came on and just didn't get much momentum there. That brings up Emily Rigdon, the senior pitcher, hitting .491. Here, she'll step in with a runner at first. So it looked like potential 1-2-3 inning, but Bettendorf says no. That one on the outside edge for a strike. To Rigdon. Swing and got a piece of that, so runner can't advance. For Rigdon. She's got 10 home runs. So she's got some pop in the bat there in that number 4 hole. She'd like nothing more to give herself a 2-0 lead heading into the bottom of the inning. She holds off. They appeal, say no. 1-2. Oh, they did officially appeal, I guess. They looked over and then home plate umpire officially appealed it and they say no. 1-2. That one's low. 2-2. The count here. To Rigdon. And now we got a full count. Rigdon's got 4 doubles, 10 home runs, and the rest are all singles. She doesn't care. She'll take any kind of hit right now. That one's low. She gets a walk, a free pass.
Rigdon draws it up. Herpelding moves to second.
And Herpelding to second for Rigdon. That's her 21st walk. You might imagine with the way she hits.
Ellie Davis running at first base.
Ellie Davis running for Rigdon. Pitcher brings up the right fielder, Brooklyn Terlink, the senior. She's hitting .402. She's got 8 homers, so she's got pop in the bat too. And where's the unusual number 58? Here, you usually don't see those high numbers, softball. That one's outside. So Gustafson struck out the first 2, got ahead in the count, then fell behind him. Gave up an infield single and walked the batter. There's a strike. So early on, trying to find the range here, and it said Bettendorf hitting .367 on the season. Terlink fouls that one off. And that puts Gustafson up 1-2. Outfielders playing fairly deep back there with the power at the plate. Barnes at first and second. 2 strikes, 2 outs. High pitch makes it deuces all over the place. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Here for the senior right fielder, Terlink. Can she bring in some runs in the top of the inning? Swings. And strikes, ball drop, and she does not throw down, and everybody's safe.
Terlink strikes out, but takes first on a drop third strike. Bases loaded.
Drop third strike, loads the bases. She didn't throw down. She was a little confused by that, I think. So that'll bring up Jaslyn Poole, the freshman, third baseman. Poole has 5 home runs, 30 RBI, 3 doubles. So Erpelding at third, Rigdon at second, Terlink at first. Here's Poole. Takes the ball. You get the strikeout, but no throwdown. There's a strike.
Hey, Todd.
And it's 1-1.
Hey, good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Just all right? Yeah.
Gustafson looks in. Chops it right back to the pitcher. She'll come home for the force. And in the inning, no runs on 1 hit for Bettendorf. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. No score here. They left 3 runners on. We're at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Welcome back to Harlan Rogers Field, or Kruger Field here, the Harlan Rogers Complex of the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Leading it off for Ankeny Centennial, Mackenzie James, the center fielder, takes a strike. Emily Rigdon on the mound, or in the circle, 2.82 ERA, 63 strikeouts, 27 walks. That one hangs up high, 1-1. James hitting .456. Coming into the state tournament. Rigdon checks the wristband and gets her on one. She pulled the string on a little bit there, dropped in, a little off speed, and it's 1-2. This one high. Bulldogs loaded up the bases after a drop third strike, and the catcher didn't throw down, and then
don't even say that I can do that.
Rounded out back to the pitcher.
Don't even put that in my mind.
And this one is fouled off. And James hangs in there. 2-2. Bottom of the first, no score here. As I said, the Bulldogs unable to get in a runner with bases loaded, 2 outs. That one's high. 3-2 on James, the center fielder. 4-year starter here for the Jaguars. Good leadoff batter. She's hit a few home runs leading off. She'll go play it Simpson. This one is deep left. Going back and caught. Back at the warning track in front of the fence. Route number 1. That just shows the power she has here. Now, hardly any breeze right now. A little bit earlier it was blowing across the diamond, but right now, no breeze at all. Peyton Drefke, the right fielder, hitting in the number 2 hole, hitting .433. And hit her. Hit by pitch. Drefke. That's the 4th time she's been hit by a pitch. That brings up Sydney Morris, senior catcher for Centennial. Hitting .415. She's got 6 home runs. So the first base runner on with 1 out for Centennial. Here's the ball. James 9 of 10 to the stolen base area. This one's low for a ball. So she's been successful. %90 of the time. That one's a ball. 3-0. Here to Sydney Morris, the catcher. Rigdon checks the armband for the pitch, delivers, strike on the 3-0. Outfielders back deep. Morris's power here. A lot of power in this early lineup. This one fouled straight back, right at us. The first wake up for us here in the press area underneath the stands. And the count goes full. And Morris steps in. Delivery slapped down the line, foul. Morris looking to go down the line where the left fielder, Kaylee Wentling, playing off. It's Wentling, Caffrey, and Terlink left to right in the outfield for the Bulldogs. Here's delivery. This one is hit toward the shortstop. She'll go over, throw to first in time. One down. Drefke over to second. Brings up Jordan Kennedy, the first baseman for Centennial. Hitting .454, the freshman. And they'll run over. That was a ball. Try to keep Drefke there at second. This one lifted high toward left. Left fielder looks like she's got a beat on it. Does. Makes the play. Kaylee Wentling. And flies out. No hits, no errors. One left on. No score at the end of one here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here at the Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We'll go to the second inning. It'll be 7, 8, 9 batters for Bettendorf. They got a hit, a walk, a drop third strike. Runner on base, loaded them up, but couldn't get anybody in. Navy Clark, the first baseman, hitting .340, leads it off, hits it hard to the shortstop. She'll come up firing. Belzer for the putout for out number 1. Gustafson in the circle, Sidney Morris catching, Jordan Kennedy at first, Corey Boyle at second, Belzer at short, Addie Starr at third, outfield left to right, Ott, James, and Drefke for Centennial. Gustafson in the circle, time called. Megan Harrison, the designated player, the senior, up to bat now for Bettendorf, hitting .418. 3 home runs, 6 doubles, 29 singles. Takes that one low. Always takes a little bit to get started here. A big swing and a cut there by Harrison. State tournament, there's always a little nerves. Doesn't matter how many times you've been here. And then you see some teams you haven't seen all year long, some pitchers you haven't seen all year long. This one catches her inside, but goes right to the second baseman. Easy underhander by Boyle to Kennedy for out number 2. Well, here's where Centennial, the top of the first, they got 2 strikeouts and got ahead the batter. Looked like they might be cruising in, but Bettendorf said no. High to Kaylee Wentley, the senior left fielder. Steps in, hitting .294. That one's high as well. 2 balls to the number 9 hitter for Bettendorf. This one right on that outside edge. It's been a pitch it's working for so far early today. Morris sets up right outside. This one comes in high, 3-1. Second baseman Boyle comes over talking to her a little bit. Jovial conversation, as you see, just kind of settle down. There, right on the edge again. Just settle down, throw strikes, I believe she probably said. They're laughing a little bit about that. Breeze picking up a little bit, some clouds moving in here as well. That one is high, too high and outside, and it's a walk. Second base on balls given up by Gustafson. Brings up the top of the order. Brianna Caffrey struck out the last time up. Gustafson has been a big part of this success for the Jaguars this year. There's a strike. Caffrey. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Donahue is over there running at first. For Bettendorf. 1 for 3 stolen bases. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on at the end of 1.5. No score here. Jaguars coming up in the bottom of the second here on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. We go to the bottom of the second inning on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Maddie Ott, the freshman left fielder, number 5 batter, will lead it off. No score here. Fouls it straight back at me. 1 strike. Maddie Ott hitting .413 here. 10 doubles, 2 home runs on the season. Excuse me, that's 6 home runs on the season. Didn't mean to short you there, Maddie. This one right up the middle. Base knock right by the pitcher over second base. And the Jaguars have the leadoff batter aboard. Single. Mariah Belzer, the shortstop, comes up hitting .267. It's her first year of school ball. She had played only club prior to this. She's a sprinter at state track. This one is a bleeds down a bunt. Now she sprints to first. The throw is wide. She falls down as she gets to first, though. And let's see what happened there. I don't see it. No, she turned an ankle or hit bag. Oddly, but she went by first and came on. So I believe they're going to charge an error on the throw there. And either way, we'll have runners at first and third. Brings up Cora Boyle, the second baseman, hitting .331. Boyle looking to get him on the board. This one is lifted high back just at the edge back there of the infield for a fly out to the second baseman, Alexa Schmidt. So 1 down here. Brings up Addie Starr, the junior third baseman. 3-year starter, was on the all-tournament team as a freshman. That one is a strike. Starr was All-State last year as a sophomore, but this is a loaded team here. So you got an All-Stater there, the runner going, gets down to second. You got a All-Stater batting in the number 7 or number 8 spot there. So 0-2 count, 2 runners on, 1 out here for Centennial. Bottom of the second. This one is lifted high up into the netting. And Herpelding comes back and gets it. Tosses it back out to Rigdon. .02 pitch. Strikeout would be big here. This one hits down the third base and gloves it, throws to first, gets the out. The run will score. Jasmine Poole went to first, and that was probably the best play to go with. So they get 1 in with 2 outs. Lauren Gustafson, the DP, steps in. Takes a strike. Getting 286 on the season. And that one's a ball. 1-1. This one heading foul, gonna get down right in front of that little corner of the dugout there. Erpelding and Clark gave chase, but that's a tough area because you run out of room in a hurry. You don't want to hit the edge of that fence. So Gustafson stays alive, 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one hit toward the shortstop. She'll come up, fire, and end the inning. We get one run on one hit. One error and one left on base. At the end of 2 complete, 1-0 Centennial over Bettendorf here in this 5A matchup. We'll be back with the top of the 3rd inning after this at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. We'll go to the top of the 3rd inning. The 2-3-4 batters due up for Bettendorf fans. State Tournament merchandise is now available online. You can go to IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. So here we go, Emily Rolls. She struck out the freshman shortstop in the 1st inning. Strike the lead off here in the 3rd. Pitch is outside. Sydney Morris, the catcher for Gustafson here. This one hit to the shortstop. She'll come up. Throw low, but easily handled by Jordan Kennedy. Belzer to Kennedy for out number 1. Brings up the catcher, Elliot Erpelding. She singled her first time up. Was stranded out there. Singled to left. Takes a ball. 3:49 coming in. Swings and a miss. That one bounces right by her feet before it gets there. Hits the backstop. 2-1. See the outfield view there. His delivery. This one fouled left side, out of play. That one low. Full count. Three strikeouts, 2 walks here so far for Gustafson. And make it 3 walks, 3 strikeouts as Erpelding draws the walk and she's aboard again. Brings up Rigdon, the pitcher. She walked her last time up. Was stranded at second. So the tying run at first, one out here for Bettendorf. Top of the third inning, the 5A quarters. Outside for a ball. Clouding up a little bit. We don't have the hazy skies we had last night. And even this morning it didn't look as hazy as I came up from central Iowa. This one hit to the second baseman. It's the only place to go is to first, which Boyle does, and it'll advance the runner. 2 away, though. The tying run now out at second. Herpelding, and that brings up Brooklyn Terlink, the right fielder. She struck out, ran down the first after drop third strike. The catcher did not throw down, and we had a bases loaded situation, but then a little roller back to the pitcher ended the inning for Bettendorf in the first. That one outside, ball 2. Throw back to second. And Herpelding gets back there easily. Terlink, the senior right fielder. This one is almost to the gap, nowhere to go with it though. Diving stop by Belzer, but on the end of the, almost a snow cone catch, but it was on the ground and she caught it, but there's nowhere to go with it as the runner got to third. But it did save a run. If that gets into the grass, it's more than likely a run's going to come in. So instead, you got runners at the corner and brings up Jaslyn Poole, the freshman. But what a good diving stop by Belzer. Certainly, if that gets through there, the runner at third turns this one down the line, foul. So a little bit of defense there behind. She came up snow coned just on the end of that glove on the ground and looked around, nowhere to throw it. But the big thing is, again, she saved the possibility of this being a tie ball game with that defensive play. Here's the 1-0. This one, not going to stop that one. That's through, and we're tied up. So Bettendorf banging away here, their second single in a row. This one does get to the grass, and it brings in Herpelding, and we're tied 1-1 here in the top of the third inning. Got to bring up Navy Clark. She grounded out the short her last time up. The 1-0. This one lifted up to the second baseman. She'll turn and get the put out there. The shortstop, I should say. And ends the rally, but not before they get one run on 2 hits here. And at the end of 2.5, we're tied 1-1 at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. The Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau will go to the bottom of the third. We're tied up now as Bettendorf got a run on 2 hits. No errors, and they left one on base there in that last inning. But new ball game, so top of the order. So we're right back where we started off at the start of this game. Mackenzie James, she flied out deep to center her last time up. Left center takes a strike low. Here to lead off the third. Mackenzie James, again, a 4-year starter. She's going to play softball college at Simpson. Coach comes over, was that a strike? And the umpire says yes. Keeping the book in the dugout there, want to know all that information. That's a ball. Catchers Erpelding, Navy Clark at first, Alexis Schmidt at second, Emma Walls at short, Jaslyn Poole at third. Your defense, there's a ball inside. Your outfield for Bettendorf, Wentling, Caffrey, and Terlink left to right. Here with Emily Rigdon in the circle. Class 5A tied up here. This one is lifted high in the infield. Rigdon calls for it. Makes the easy catch there on the pop-up to the pitcher. One away. Brings up Peyton Drefke, right fielder. Hit by a pitch to get on in the first inning. A little changeup. Didn't even look at that. Wasn't fooled at all. Came in a little high. Didn't drop as much, I think, as Rigdon wanted. This one gets a piece of it. 1-1. This one hit hard down the line and left. Makes the turn. Good stop over there by Wentling in left field to get it in quickly and holds it to a single for Drefke. Brings up Sydney Morris. She grounded out to short her last time up. So that one dropped in left field in front of the left fielder, but she made a good play on it and got it in quickly. With a runner on with one out. The go-ahead run here for the Jags. This one lifted high. Gonna go back. Shortstop calls everybody off, and Walls will make the play for out number 2. Brings up first baseman Jordan Kennedy, the freshman. She flied out to right her last time up. Here's the pitch. Hits her right on the left arm. Second hit batter here by Rigdon. It's the 9th batter Rigdon's hit. Brings Maddie Ott. She singled her last time up. Ott hitting .413. She's got some pop in the bat too with 6 homers. Freshman's made big plays out there in the outfield, and also as the pop in the bat has helped this lineup. A good experience and young mix in this Centennial lineup. Now with 2 runners on, no outs and a strike to Kennedy. Excuse me, to Ott. Kennedy's over at first. This one inside, 1-1. Erpelding tried to frame that back in. Pull it back in with her glove, but the umpire said no. Roger Menke said that's a ball. 1-1. This one down the line, foul. Terlink gave chase, but it was heading that way. Now we got a little bit of a breeze blowing that way from left to right here across the diamond. The American flag to our right, you can see it's kind of fluttering a bit. Not a big breeze, but just a little bit. It's still a cool, chilly day here in Fort Dodge. This one right up the middle. Down for a hit. Runners coming around third. She'll score. Sliding in is Drepke. And the Jags go back up. And the RBI single by Ott. Matty Ott. Kennedy at second now. Brings up Marion Belzer, the shortstop. She reached on an error first time up, stole a base. That one's high. She tried the sack bunt, they fielded it and threw wide for the error. Her last time up. Jaguars 2 on, 2 out. There's the ball. Kennedy is 11 of 11 stolen bases, but I don't know if they're going to send her from second to third. Probably not in this situation, especially at 2-0. This one fouled back, 2-1. It's almost light jacket day or long sleeve shirt day here in Fort Dodge, which is fine as long as we don't get any of the wet stuff coming out of those big puffy cumulus clouds up there. There's a 2-1, fouled back again. Belzer just a little bit off on the timing there, trying to get it timed, the shortstop. Checks down to the coach at third. He reminds the runners how many outs there are. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This one lifted high toward left. Left fielder coming over and will make the play. And the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. So at the end of 3 complete, 2-1 Centennial over Bettendorf here in 5A at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Class 5A quarterfinal here. The Jaguars have popped back ahead. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Bettendorf 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error. Bettendorf will lead it off, the number 8 batter. Megan Harrison, the DP, grounded out to second baseman her first time up. Takes a strike on that outside edge to start the at-bat. Gustafson on the mound, Sidney Morris behind the plate with the Jags. This one fouled off for strike 2. Kennedy at first, Boyle at second, Belzer at short, Addie Starr at third. Matty Ott, Mackenzie James, Peyton Grefke, the outfield left to right for Centennial. As Gustafson ahead the count now. Right on that outside edge, but did not get that pitch. It's been a one she's had quite a bit today, but that one just off the edge. 3 balls, 3 strikeouts for Gustafson. That one bounces back, and the count runs to 2-2. Bettendorf turned one of those walks in the last inning into the run that had tied it at that time. This one, a swing and a miss. Just got her on that one. A strikeout for out number 1 here. Low pitch, and she was just off a little bit here. Brings up the bottom of the order, Kaylee Wentling, who walked back in the second. No, that one hits her in the face mask. That is the third player we've had hit by a pitch. First by Gustafson. Brings up the top of the order, Brianna Caffrey. She struck out twice now. Looked like she was going to try to bunt and move that go-ahead run over to second, but fouls it off. Did not quite get the pitch she wanted there. We're going to try to bunt or slap hit it in there, push it. So now down 0-1. The wind the deal, and the strike called. She thought it was high as she held off it. Caffrey did not like that call. Neither did the coach over there, Mathis. And it's 0-2 on the batter. This one she lifts. It's going to go foul. They're going to run out of room there down the left field line. Bells are the shortstop, and Hot, the left fielder. Giving chase. That one's inside for a ball. One and two. This one chopped to third. She'll come up throwing, not in time. So an infield single advances the runner to second. It's off the end of the bat. It was not moving very fast, and Starr came in on it hard. But unable to get it. This one fouled off to Emma Wolves. She struck out and grounded out short. One. They strike, they're going to go to third with it. Got her. Putt stealing at third. Was Wentling.
Nice turn by Buzz. Jay Benting out at third. Caffrey moves to second.
Caffrey goes to second on the throw. And there's 2 away. So Wolves still with 1 strike. So big defensive play there. Bettendorf trying to push that runner over to third, but she's thrown out. So 1 and 2 now on Wolves. This one is lifted off over into the net. Stays up in the net above the dugout over there. The umpire wants them. There they go. A little help from the fan. Got it to pop out of there. And that'll hold it at 1 and 2 on the count. Outside, the umpire says. The Wolves. 2-2. Tying run at second here with 2 outs. This one fouled off. Wolves hitting .320, does have 1 home run on this season. Looking for a first hit here in this tournament game today. just gets a piece caught, and that will end the inning. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. After 3.5, we'll go to the bottom of the fourth with the 7-8-9 due up for the Jaguars at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. At the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Farm Bureau, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Boyle to lead it off, the second baseman. Flied out to second base her last time up. The junior fouls this one off for strike one. Bettendorf challenged a little bit there, unable to push the tying run across. Had a good play defensively by the Jaguars that caught runner stealing. This one fouled back. 2 straight pitches fouled off by Boyle. The junior, second year starting. Her older sister plays first base for South Dakota State, and younger sister Evie started on the state soccer team as a freshman. So athletic group. This one hit hard right out at the left fielder, but that was right on a line, right eye level, and Wentling made the catch, but if that had any more height on it at all, who knows where it would have ended up, but it was just a straight line laser to the left fielder. And that brings up Addie Starr, the junior third baseman. She grounded out but drove in a run. Back in the second. This one right back through. This time past the pitcher into the gap to right center for a base hit. Brings up Lauren Gustafson, the designated player. She's pitching. As well, she's listed in the lineup as the DP. She grounded out the shortstop her last time up. Change up in there high for a strike. 0-1 the count. This one fouled off. 0-2 the count. Star 1 of 2 in the stolen base category. Out there at first. That one high. Good job by Erpelding to go up and corral that, keep it from the backstop, and keep it from giving up a base to the runner Star. This one right to the right fielder. She looked back to first, but Star did not get off very far. If she had, there's a chance for a double play there. We're seeing some hard smashes now in this third time through the lineup here for Jaguars. We go to the top of the order now. Mackenzie James, she flied out to center, flied out to the first base, to the pitcher, and takes a strike low. Mackenzie James, one of the 4-year starters here. This one high. Centennial's been tagging the ball, and but for the one that got through, man, that one that went out there to left was just hard. There's a strike. But Bettendorf is not. Backed off, made some good defensive plays here. This one is lifted, foul. Hits the top of the fence on the way out over there. Pretty deep. 200 down the line both ways. And to the center field out there where you have the new stands out there this year. So 1-2, 2 out, runner at first here for Centennial. This one is going to get down this time, down the line and by the left fielder. They're going to wave the run in. She makes the turn. She'll come in easily. And a double for James. Starr, who singled, scores. And the Jaguars up by 2 now. Brings up Peyton Drefke, the right fielder. She was hit by a pitch, singled and scored, 1 for 1. And that one finally found the area. Got down the left field line over there. Now that Herpelding goes out and talks to Rigdon here a little bit. You don't want to get crossed up, but now plate umpire Roger Binke's going to go out and talk to him about it. Drefke steps in. That's a strike inside. To Drefke. Jaguars up the lead to 2. This one is lifted to the right side. Second baseman goes back. Will make the play. Schmidt ends the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. At the end of 4 complete here in the 5A quarterfinal, it's Centennial 3, Bettendorf 1 at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Quarterfinal in the Class 5A as we get the state softball tournament started here. Presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Darden Danielson with you today. And 3 runs and 5 hits, no errors for the Jaguars. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for Bettendorf. Bettendorf has left 6 runners on base through 4 here. And they will start out with their 3, 4, 5 hitters in this 5th inning. Top of the 5th, leading it off, Ellie Herpelding, the catcher. She singled and walked, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Lifts this one foul on the first pitch. scuffs this in on in the circle for the Jaguars. Catcher Sidney Morris. And it's 1-1. Make it 2-1. Fouls it off 2-2. Helding just not quite getting the timing. She takes a few practice swings there. You see her out of the box. Now she'll step back in, calls time, and manicures it a little bit, gets her footing, and here we go. 2-2 pitch. Low. 3-2. This one foul. And once again, full count. Low. Walks her. Leadoff walk. Fourth walk of the game here. Brings up Emily Rigdon. She's walked, grounded out, 0 for 1 on the day. Rigdon with home run power. She could tie it up with one swing. They keep it away from her there for a ball. This one fouled off to the right side.
Lineups for the next game.
Rigdon, 4 doubles, 10 home runs. She'd take either one right now. She'd take a single Betton, with no outs. She would represent the tying run right now. That one is low. 2-1. The Centennials had some nice defensive plays too that have kind of squeezed off the Bettendorf when they've had a chance to drive in some runs. That one's low. Not going to give her anything fat over the plate. I got a sneaking suspicion. 3-1. She gets the hit away sign, and we'll see if she gets anything to hit. This one right in there, but fouled off. Couldn't get around on it, and we got a full count here. So, big battle going on. We got a full count. Runner at first is her Pelding, the catcher. Her pitcher's trying to bring her around. Help her own cause too here. Rigdon. Here's the deal. Lifted, foul. Trying to get a hold of one. You go deep to tie it up. Extra base hit would probably get at least one in. There's a strike called for out number 1. We've had one extra base hit today, a double, brought to you by Kruger Seeds, your local seeds dealer. Visit KrugerSeed.com today. Find out more. So 1 out now. That brings up Brooklyn Terlink, the right fielder. She struck out and reached on a drop third strike and singled. Takes a ball. Swings and just fouls that off the end of the bat. 1-1.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Here's the 1-1. Right back to the pitcher. She'll go to first for the double play. And they get out of the inning on the double play. And at the end of 4.5, no score here, as you saw. Right back to the pitcher. She turns and throws. And that ends the inning here. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. The Jaguars coming up still with a 2-run lead here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Remind you that Central College has you covered with career-building programs. And with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships, it's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Well, a couple big defensive plays here have helped the Jaguars. That last one hit right back to the pitcher. She turns and throws over to first. Earlier, it was Emma Walls who dove and knocked that ball down, caught it. Didn't let it get into the outfield, not held up what could have been a run.
Pitcher Rigdon now playing first base.
So
First baseman Clark now pitching.
Rigdon will go to first base. Clark will go to pitching for some substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. All substitutions brought to you by IMT. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. So Clark goes to pitch. Rigdon goes to first. And let's find some stats here on Clark. He's got a 1.12 ERA, 22 hits, 13 walks on the season. So Navy Clark will come in to pitch, facing Sydney Morris, who's grounded out and flied out, both to the shortstop. That one hits her in the hands. It looked like to me it hit on the knob of the bat, but she said it hit her hand, so hit by a pitch. That's the 4th hit batter here today for Bettendorf.
Number 5, Addie Pollock, courtesy runner.
Addie Pollock will begin to run for Centennial. And Jordan Kennedy, the freshman, she flied out to right, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. 0 for 1 on the day. So Kennedy with the leadoff batter aboard again here. This one outside as Navy Clark in to pitch and trying to find the range here. Rigdon moves over to first base. That one high and outside. Kennedy led the state home runs last year, but they've been walking her quite a bit, so she hasn't had a lot of time to hit those home runs. And after that, she got a lot of attention, was named as a top uncommitted player by the one register. So the freshman getting a lot of looks. This one is low. And a walk. Not quite the start Navy Clark had hoped for coming in relief here. And the coach is going to come out and talk it over. Maddie Ott will step in. She's got 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored today. Pretty good day for her at the plate so far for the left fielder. And Coach can talk it over and just, it's simple sometimes, but you just go, come on, let's throw some strikes. Let our defense work here. Try to get the lead runner. Go from there. As 2 on, no outs here for Maddie Ott. She steps in against Navy Clark. Strike. High and outside. Pollock out at second, pinch running. Kennedy at first. Loses a handle there, that's in the dirt. Pollock will advance to third, Kennedy to second. On the wild pitch. One. Here's the ball, 2-1. Cool overcast day here in Fort Dodge. Comes in high as we get the state tournament started. 3-1, big pitch here to give her the green light. Let's see. Takes it low and she'll walk. Second walk for Clark. Bases loaded, no outs. Belzer, the shortstop, comes up. She reached on an error, flying out to left. Tagged that one a laser to left last time up. There's a strike. Centennial on the verge of busting this one wide open here in the bottom of the 5th. The number 1 seed against the number 8 seed Bettendorf. That one high. Good job by Erpelding to keep that from getting to the backstop and scoring a run. 1-1. No outs. Bases loaded for Centennial. This one lifted high on the infield. Infield fly rule is in effect. The batter's out. Shortstop catches it. Round number 1. Brings up Cora Boyle. Second baseman, flied out to second, flied out to center. 0 for 2 on the day. That one outside by Clark. Clark came on in relief from Rigdon to start the 5th. Up next, and this time in Ankeny and Muscatine. Swing and a miss, a big cut by Boyle. Southeast Polk and West Des Moines Valley going at it on the other diamond. This one fouled back. One and 2. Clark ahead of the batter here. Needs an out, another out here. The base is loaded. This one fouled off. Boyle steps back in. Bunts it, gets it down, gets it by the infield, and everybody bends over now. Runs coming in. 2 runs will come in. Pilot scores. Kennedy scores. Clark just was upset, and they ended up kind of standing around, and the ball got between Clark and first baseman Rigdon, and 2 runs come in on that, making it 5-1. On the infield, RBI single, 2 RBI single. Brings up Maddie Starr, the third baseman. She grounded out, singled, and scored. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Well, there was a little miscommunication between Clark and Rigdon. They both had changed positions here, and then they just kind of looked at each other, and then the second baseman had come in, and so 2 runs ended up scoring on that. Foul back. 1 and 2. Or excuse me, 0 and 2. Swing and a miss. They go throw down. Nobody's there to cover it, and another run's going to score. Otto come in. Boyle goes down to second. It's thrown down to the left side of the bag, and nobody came over to cover that side. The second baseman was coming over. So now you got 2 outs, 3 runs in, runner at second. Pitch comes in high. It's a ball. Off on that one, 3-0. Count on Starr. There's a strike. Or excuse me, Gustafson here. This one lifted high towards center and out. Ends the inning. They got 3 runs. And just 1 ahead, I believe. Makes it 6-1 after 5 complete. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning for Bettendorf coming up at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. About back on the air here.
Win, Ben.
Top of the 6th for the Bulldogs.
On the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy, we go to the top of the 6th inning, the 6, 7, and 8 batters here for Bettendorf. Jaslyn Poole, the freshman, will lead it off, fouls it back for strike 1. She's got a single and a ground out. 1 for 2 on the day. Centennial plating 3 in the bottom of the 5th to give them a 6-1 lead here. That one's high. And in for Centennial is Sandholm, now the 8th grader, pitching. That's low. That would be an IMT Insurance substitution. All the substitutions today brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTIMS.com. So Sandholm comes in to close it out. This one ripped and caught, sliding, diving catch. Mackenzie James at center field makes the play. Goes to her knees, slides to her left. You see the replay here. This was a line hit out there. And she comes over and makes the play for out number 1. Navy Clark, the pitcher now, comes up to bat, fouls it off. That's just been the way the Jaguars have done this today with defense. I mean, they've scored some runs, but early on the defense stopped Bettendorf when they needed to with some big plays. Shortstop, and then they got that double play hit back to the pitcher. And there again, you get a laser that looks like it's going to drop in center, and the center fielder comes sliding over, makes the play. There's a ball, 2-1. So flashing some leather, the Jaguars today. Two-one pitch. Clark lifts it left side. That's going to get out of play. Hits the top of the fence and out. Over there. 2-2. They throw the ball back in. The umpire's going to look that one over. It didn't hit the fence. It looked like maybe that top of the fence cut the leather at all, so here's fouled off into the screen. Let's say every time Bettendorf looks like they're loading up to get a big inning, the Jaguars pull off a defensive play, a sliding stop by the shortstop that kept everybody in. They eventually scored a run, but it could have been a much bigger inning. There's the low ball. 3-2, full count here. Then the hit back to the pitcher who throws to first for the double play when they had a chance to get a big inning. This one fouled off. But Clark hanging in there. She's trying to get something going here now with 1 out in the 6th inning because the at-bats are winding down here for the Bulldogs. Deals foul off again. Now a 7-pitch at bat here for Navy Clark. That one's low. And a base on balls. Clark.
Designated player, Megan Harrison.
Brings up Megan Harrison, the designated player. She's grounded out and struck out 0 for 2 on the day.
Courtesy runner number 11, Kelly Davis.
Lauren Sandholm, a 1.12 ERA. She's only giving up 14 earned runs in 87 innings. So she's a good one to go to close. A lot of teams would probably use her as a starter. This one hit ripped down the line by the umpire, who showed his limbo skills there as he bent back.
I would have hit him in the head.
The coach laughing over there in the coaching box to see the replay of that. Has ripped it down. You see him bending back over there. That is Stan Schmidt. And there's a strike. to Harrison, 0 for 2, 0 and 2 rather, in the count with 1 out. You have the runner at first. And 1 and 2. That one's high. 2 and 2. Schmidt struck out 66, walked 16, 13 and 1 for Centennial. This one, a looper over, drops for the bag. Oh, all she had to do was catch that, step on the bag, but running over the momentum, and that ends up being a little blooper-duper single for Clark. It came over right in front of the bag. If she can glove it and put the foot on there, she's got the force at second. Well, they're going to charge an error, I guess. It was almost one of those plays you got to make, on the run there, and then we'll have a courtesy runner. Kendall Cleveland running at first over there. So now a little life here out of Bettendorf. 1 out, 2 runners on. Kaylee Wenting. She's walked and was hit by a pitch. This one pops it up on the bunt, and it's caught by the first baseman. And there's 2 away. Brings up the top of the order. Brianna Caffrey, the senior, struck out twice and singled, 1 for 3. They need any kind of base runner, any kind of hit right now. And this one tried to guide it down that left field line, but it goes foul. 0 and 2. Running on that, that's going to be high, and the runners are going to advance. Down to second and third on the wild pitch. And it's 1 and 2. A little nerves here. For Sandholm. This one hit to the second baseman. She'll go to first. And that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left on at the end of 5 1/2, 6-1. Centennial here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Here at the Girls State Softball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, 6th inning. Bettendorf got some runners on, but unable to push anybody across again. And it's 6-1 Centennial. They'll go with the top of the order here. And leading off, Mackenzie James, the center fielder. She's flied out twice and doubled 1 for 3 on the day. And there's a strike by Clark. Clark came on for an IMT insurance substitution, switched positions with Rigdon, who was pitching. She went to first. Here's the 0-1. Outside. I've been getting that outside corner, both pitchers, but that one just a bit too far. This one ripped towards center. It's in the gap, left center field. Rounding, heading into second. That'll be a Kruger Seeds extra base hit for Mackenzie James, a double. All extra base hits brought to you by your Kruger Seeds dealer. Check out your local seeds dealer at KrugerSeed.com today. That brings up Peyton Drefke. Right fielder, 1 for 2 with a run scored. Bunts this one down the line, it goes foul for strike 1. Single in the second, or single run in the second, single run in the third. Then played at 4 there in the 5th to make it 6-1 Centennial. 1-2 now on the batter, Drefke. That one chopped to third. She looks, goes to first. Get the out there, they'll throw back to third. Not in time. So, good job by Poole to look the runner back and through, but still advance the runner to third on the out. Brings up Sydney Morris, the catcher. Strike. 0-1. Cloudy, cool day at Fort Dodge to start the tournament. This one looped out there. Oh, nice play by the second baseman. Runner coming. Safe. Slid under the tag. Good throw is right there, but just James slid under. You'll see the replay here. Looped out there. Second baseman comes over, makes a catch behind the bag, throws home, and slides in. Yeah, you clearly see she beat it easily there on second look on the replay. So they add to the run and brings up Jordan Kennedy, the freshman. It's 0 for 1. Hit by pitch walk. That one's low. But Alexa Schmidt all the way over behind the bag to make that catch. And then had a decent throw, but the runner just got a good jump off. There's a foul ball. 1-1. That one, bottom dropped out and it hit the ground before it got there. 1-2, or 2-1 should be, right? There's a ball. 2-2. This one back to center, and center fielder makes the catch. In the inning, they get 1 run though.
1 run for Centennial. They're after the 6th.
And it'll be 7-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Bettendorf needs some run, or Yeah, Bettendorf needs some runs to keep it going here at the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.
People are going to go nuts.
You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Shortstop Emma Roots.
Emma Walls, as we go to the top of the seventh, leading it off, hits one down the line at a carry foul. As Bettendorf needs 6 runs to keep this one going here. Walls has struck out twice, grounded out 0 for 3 on the day. In this 5A quarterfinal. Change up and fouls that one off. Sundholm pitching now for Centennial. That one's a ball. 1-2. This one fouled off over the top of the dugout. And strike called. Out number 1.
Coach goes down and strikes out number 1. That'll bring up catcher Ellie Ruppelli.
Hit hard to the shortstop, throws over. Out number 2. Centennial an out away from advancing to the semifinals on Wednesday. Right back here on Kruger Seeds Field. That one inside to Emily Rigdon. Now playing first base. 0 for 2 today with a walk. This one fouled off. Low for a ball. 3-1. There's a walk. And to bring up Brooklyn Terlink. She's struck out, reached first on the drop third strike, singled, then fly to the pitcher, hit into the double play. Back in the 5th inning. Takes a strike. Oh, 1. This one lifted high on the infield. Shortstop calls for it, makes the play, ends the game. for the final here. Centennial 7-1 over Bettendorf. The number 1 seed advances. 7 runs on 7 hits and 1 error for Centennial. 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors for Bettendorf. So Centennial will advance, play winner of the Southeast Polk West Des Moines Valley game coming up Wednesday at 11 a.m. right back here on Kruger Seeds Field. Thanks for watching today. We'll have the next game coming up, Ankeny Muscatine, coming up in just a little bit. You're watching the Girls State Softball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau.